Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser, Monty G. It's time to do another horror movie review. It's time to review the latest escape room horror movie, simply called No Escape. Now, No Escape is a 2020 American horror film. It was written and directed by Will Wernick. It stars Keegan Allen, Holland Roland, Denzel Winnicker, George Janko, and Sanaya. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. She just has one name, Sanaya. Now, in this plot, a social media personality travels with his friends to Moscow to capture new content for his successful vlog, Escape Rooms Live, or VRL, that's what he calls it. Always pushing to the limits and catering to a growing audience, they enter a world of mystery, excess, and danger. Ooh. Now, first of all, I want to thank a new YouTuber that I was introduced over the weekend. Her name is Krista. Her channel is A Horror Nights In. I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the description. She actually did a review of this particular movie. I actually saw a trailer of this last year. Really wasn't impressed by the trailer. I said, here we go, another one of these escape room horror films. But she did enjoy the picture, and I watched it last night, so I decided I'll take a look. So once again, I want to thank Crystal, Horror Nights In channel, for recommending this horror movie. Now, the latest trend that has hit thrill seekers over the past few years are escape rooms. Now, escape rooms, they're a game where a team of players try to find clues or solve puzzles which will allow them to advance to the final room to escape from in a limited amount of time. Now, they have become popular enough that they become the latest subgenre in horror movies. Yes, we've had quite a few of them in these past couple of years. Now, we've had several escape room horror movies, including the 2019 horror movie simply called Escape Room. Some are called No Escape Room, they're called Escape Room, and Just Escape. You know, they basically all have the same plot. Yeah, the same plot is where you have players that are placed in a series of rooms where they have to solve the puzzle in order to advance in the next room, but if they don't do it in a certain amount of time, they die a horrible death. So they took a little spin on the escape rooms that we've seen before. Normally, if you don't run out of time, you don't win. Some escape rooms that they do have, if you actually escape in an amount of time, you actually win some money. But in these horror films, it's like sort of a Saw thing. But if you don't escape in an amount of time, you die. Unlike with Saw, where if you don't escape from the trap in time, you die. Now, such is the case with writer-director Will Wernick's latest entry into the subgenre, simply called No Escape. I think it was actually called Follow Me, but for somehow the name got changed to No Escape. I don't know if it was called Follow Me, because when I looked it up, it was actually had to put in Follow Me, but it's titled No Escape, so it might have been called Follow Me, but they decided to do this No Escape thing. In his film, we have media influencer simply called Cole. He's a social media sensation who I believe has a YouTube-like channel, who's been filming his life online for the past 10 years. We see a little clips of all the videos that he's done. It looks like he had a video camera back when he was little. He decided to take it up, created his own channel, and now he's been doing this for 10 years. He just hit the 10-year mark. He's got millions and millions of followers and subscribers to his channel. He actually does this for a living, so obviously makes a lot of money. Now, to celebrate this milestone, he takes his girlfriend Erin, his best friend Thomas, and friends Sam and Dash and Sam to Moscow. Now, they meet up with a rich Russian dude named Alexei, who, according to Dash, has an excellent escape room experience for Cole to participate and record live. So he decides to take them on to this escape room, which they believe is supposed to be very intense, probably an escape room that's so intense that they change it every time. Of course, once they enter the escape room, it turns out to be an experience they never thought it was going to be in the first place. It always happens. It's the same thing with Hostel. And it's like, why are you doing this? Now, the one thing I'll give Warwick and his filmmakers credit for is how well shot this film is. It's shot beautifully well. I love to set up the escape room. Cole and his friends are, because it's dark, it's rusty, it's bleak, really looks dingy, sort of like some of the Saw traps that we see in Saw. Now, I don't know how much money was spent on making this film, but you can tell most of it was spent on production because it looks like a big budget feature film. There are some nice shots in Russia. I believe they shot some of these scenes in Russia, I'm not being mistaken, but it's very high quality, it looks very well, it looks very intense. You got to give them credit on the production value of the film. However, despite the high-value production, its obvious work borrows heavily from other horror films from this subgenre, especially from Saw and Hostel. The traps in the escape room look like traps we've seen from Saw films, and in between the second and third acts look something straight out of Hostel. The acting is average at best. Warwick spends about almost over an hour or some odd minutes in trying to get the audience to care about Cole and his friends. There's a whole lot of character introduction. We get this little nice scene between Cole and Aaron. I guess we're trying to get them to be a couple. I guess that's what he was trying to do, is trying to make the audience care. But to me, it kind of dragged down the film about, because no one's really interested about these characters. They want to see the traps. That's what they came to watch this movie about. But, that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But perhaps if it had better actors in it, perhaps it would have cared more about those scenes. Now, I take nothing away from Keegan Allen. He's probably more known from Pretty Little Liars fame, and he's okay as Cole. He comes off as a little over-the-top Logan Paul, and they kind of do look similar too. Now, the rest of the cast is okay. They seem to look like they're best friends. They look like they care about each other, and they also care what's happening to them when the shit hits the fan in the escape room. Now, I don't have a problem with filmmakers who borrow elements from other horror films. I mean, it's done all the time. I mean, look at all the slasher films that came out during the 80s. This is borrowed heavily from Friday the 13th or Freddy or anything else. They all do it all the time. That's what Hollywood does. Anything they do that thinks going to make the money, they're going to take elements from other horror films and put them in their films. We've seen it all the time with The Exorcist, Jaws, and any other horror films. It's done all the time. But I have two problems with this one. Two problems. One is the third act, which might as well be a direct copy from Hostel. I mean, come on, guys. Get creative. Just don't borrow. Everything just looks like Hostel to me. It's like I was watching another Hostel film instead of a No Escape film. The other is the twist, which I say I saw coming a mile away. Now, I won't say what the twist is, but if it was done better, because I've seen this twist before in other horror movies, I would have liked the film more. I won't say what the twist is, but like I said before, we've seen twists like this in other horror movies, and because of how the twist was played, I liked it even more. But in this film, I don't know what he was thinking about. Now, don't get me wrong. I get why Warwick wrote the twist the way it was, because it kind of makes sense based upon the characters in the movie. But I felt he could have done it in a different way. It doesn't take anything out of the movie. It kind of enhances it a little bit, but I just don't like how he did it. That's the problem I have. Now, at least we do get some decent gore and practical effects in the movie. There's nothing CGI, but I did like that. But overall, No Escape is an okay horror movie, and I believe some of you horror fans might enjoy it, but I just wish Warwick would try his own ideas instead of borrowing so heavy on others, and also try to do better with a twist if you're going to make a twist in the film. So, I'm going to give No Escape 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins, giving it 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Like I said, yeah, it borrows heavily off of Saw, borrows heavily off of Hostel. And not that I didn't have a problem with it, it's just like create your own ideas, and that twist for me just didn't fit. It could have been better. So, horror fan, that is my video and review of No Escape. Once again, I want to thank Crystal of Horror Nights In for recommending this movie once again. What did you think about No Escape? Have you seen this film? I believe it's playing right now on Hulu, so if you're going to watch it then. But leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about No Escape. Now, also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules! And I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.